Yo, what's up? Welcome to another episode of GOAT Talk Live. This is episode number 7. Happy Martin Luther King Day. So we thankful for this day and we thankful for what he did, for our community to make this a better life here in America for everybody, all the people of color and all people in light. So we thank God for this day, man. And I got a good show ahead of you. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, like and subscribe to this channel, and like and subscribe to all of my channels, and follow me on all social media outlets as I continue to come before you with some good content and try to get better with making good content. So this show right here is for my basketball lovers, my hoop heads that just want to hear somebody talk about good basketball, specifically the NBA. So as you all see, that's my GOAT right there. So I'm gonna leave him up. Hey, almost every show, just to let you know that's who the GOAT is in my opinion. Bill Russell, Billy Goat. So I got a good show ahead of you, man. I ain't gonna uh go long for you for this intro, man. So we're gonna go right into quarter number one. And quarter number one, I want to talk about the Portland Trailblazers. So Portland Trailblazers, uh, they playing decent right now. I don't think nobody really seen them doing what they doing so far in this basketball season. So the Portland Trailblazers are sitting right at number 9 in the West at 21 and 22. So for them, kind of they reconstructed their team. In the most recent time, they reconstructed their team. Got some young pieces around Dame. Um, are they a championship contender? It's tough to say right now. I mean, but I ain't counting nobody out that can make the playoffs. I feel like if you can make the playoffs, all you got to do is just win the game that's in front of you. Uh, so, in my opinion, they're not constructed to be a championship team, but they could prove me wrong once they get in there. So, my question to you, hoop heads and basketball aficionados, enthusiasts, uh, with your expertise and your opinions, man, do you think the Portland Trailblazers will make the play in? They're sitting right now at number 9 in the West, and they got some tough games ahead of them, and they sitting at number 9. And I just want to know, do you think the Portland Trailblazers are gonna make the play in? I feel like they can. So let's look briefly at the next 5 games they got. I'm gonna let you know the next 5 games. So they gotta go to Denver on the 19th. So they gotta go to Denver. They the number 1 seed right now. That's they could win, but it's looking like that's gonna be an L. Then they gotta go to Philly 2 days after that. Philly just beat the Lakers by 1 point. So that's an up in the air win. They could win, but that's gonna probably be a L. Then they gotta go to LA on the 23rd. That could be a win for them. Needs to be a win for the Lakers, but I could see Portland beating them. Then they go to San Antonio on the 25th. Um, no, they at home against San Antonio. My mistake. They at home against LA. That could be a win. They at home against San Antonio on the 25th, and that could be a win. Then they got to go to Utah, which is playing good, and that could probably be a win. So in the next 5 games, I could see them going 3-2, possibly moving up to that 8th spot. But I'm not sure that they gonna move up to the 6th spot. I'm not seeing Portland Trailblazers moving up to that 6th spot. Right now you got the Clippers in that 6th spot. You got Dallas at the 5, and Sacramento been playing real good at number 4. And one of those teams will have to fall off for Portland to squeeze their way up in there. I don't see Golden State retreating. I feel like they're gonna move up in the standings. So it's gonna be hard, man. But I could see Portland finishing this season at that number 9 or 10 spot. Highest they could go, in my opinion, is that number 8. So you hear it from me. That's the builder stock way, man. I just think the Portland Trailblazers are gonna end up in that number 9 spot. Number 9 at best, number 8, and they might get that number 10 spot. So it's not looking good for them Lakers, man. I wanted them to be in the play-in, but it's looking like Portland might be that team to get that last spot in the play-in. So I think the Portland Trailblazers can make the play-in. Chime in, let me know what you think. Drop a comment or anything like that, man, and let me know what you want to hear me discuss about on GOAT Talk. So that's gonna be the segment for quarter number 1. Let's move on to quarter number 2. And in this segment, I wanna discuss briefly on the MVP race. So real briefly, I just want to talk about the MVP race. Who y'all think gonna be the MVP of this season? Who is looking like the clear MVP favorite is right now? And according to scoring, is Luka Doncic. He averaging 33.8 points a game, and his team is sitting currently in the 5th spot right now. And then you got Embiid right behind him, sitting in the 4th spot. So usually, they get a MVP to the player that scored the most points on a best team supposedly. So according to records, the best player to get at to is my choice, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. They still sit at number 3, and he's averaging I want to say he averaging 33.7 points a game. So I'm thinking that's going to, no, he averaging 31 or 33. I got to get that straight. Got to get my graphics straight, but he clearly my favorite, what I'm saying, Giannis Antetokounmpo. I know a lot of people got Luka leading. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Joel Embiid, ain't nothing wrong with that. But the sleeper and who I think the leader is right now, man, is Jokic. And Jokic is only averaging like 24 points a game. But his team is sitting right now at number 1 in the West. I don't think they're gonna hold on to that number 1 spot for a long time. I think at some point they gonna give it up. But he looking like he might bag his 3rd MVP of the season. And if he end up getting his 3rd MVP of the season of his career, man, 3 years straight, that's gonna be something that you ain't gonna be able to argue against, with him being one of the best centers of all time. He's a tremendously talented player. He could do anything you need him to do on the floor as far as a big man. He could face you up. He could post you up. He could shoot the 3. He could make passes. He could block shots. So it's really going to be hard to argue that man not getting another MVP. But I really got Giannis being my favorite. And I think Luka is the leading the race right now. But I wouldn't be surprised if Jokic somehow ended up getting that 3rd MVP. So, man, chime in. Let me know what you think. Do you think Jokic will be the MVP of this season? Do you think it's going to be Embiid? Do you think it's going to be Luka? Or is it somebody that I ain't even mentioning, like a Shai or a Ja Morant? Do you think they're going to get the MVP? It's going to be exciting this season to see who's going to be the MVP, because there's so many guys that's playing great. on great teams. You know, you got Jason Tatum, you even got Jaylen Brown. You got so many good guys. You got LaMelo Ball. Now I'm playing, but anyway, you got so many great guys that's on great teams that can end up getting this MVP of the NBA season award, man. So let's move right on to quarter number 3, and in this quarter, I want to talk briefly with you about the NBA standings right now, where they sitting today on Martin Luther King Day, and where you think they going, where you think teams gonna juggle uh, the remainder of this week. So real quick, you got in the East, you got Boston at number 1, Brooklyn at number 2, Milwaukee at number 3, Philly at number 4, Cleveland at number 5, New York Knicks at number 6, Miami at number 7, Indiana at number 8, Atlanta at number 9, Chicago at number 10, Toronto at 11, Washington at 12, Orlando at 13, Detroit at 14, Charlotte at 15. And these standings are accurate as of 1/16/23. So in this race on the East, man, I feel like my Charlotte Hornets ain't gonna do no better. They sitting at 11-33 at this point in the season. It's really hard for them guys to go out and play when you look at it. All them L's on your record. It's really. I think it's hard to play, but it's really, really hard to watch, man. So Charlotte ain't gonna do no better than that. I'm hoping that I don't, you know what I'm saying, think teams should tank, you know what I mean? But for me being a consumer of the NBA and want my team to be good, and we ain't really been good since Larry Johnson, whatever. So I do want to see the Hornets get Victor Wembanyama. You know what I'm saying? I think that'd be a good pick. I think that'd help us kind of like keep LaMelo Ball, because if I'm not mistaken, he'll be a restricted free agent next season. So no, not next season, but the year after that, I think. So we want to, you know what I'm saying, get some picks and put some pieces around him to kind of like uh, keep him here, man, because that's a great talented young brother. So Boston at number 1, I'm feeling like they may end up being number 1 the rest of the season. I like to see Milwaukee or Brooklyn get up there, but them guys are playing so good, man. It's like they could really, really turn it on and turn it off. I don't believe in teams turning it on and turning it off, but some teams really got it like that. So I'm looking at Boston. They stand at number 1. Looking at Brooklyn at number 2. Probably gonna stay right there. Milwaukee at number 3. That's top 4 gonna pretty much stay there. And last time I did a GOAT talk, I believe I said that that's what to be top 4 will be: Boston, Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Philly. If anything change, you'll probably get Brooklyn nudging up to number 1, or either Milwaukee nudging up at number 1. But they're the 4 best teams in the East. Not by far, but they the 4 best teams in the East. I'm surprised with New York, you know what I'm saying, being at number 6. That's a good look for them. They're a pretty decent team. Uh, Cleveland, I feel like they'll settle with that number 5 spot. I feel like that's a good spot for them. Miami may move up to number 6, and New York may move down to number 7. Indiana, feel like they'll stay right there, number 8. Atlanta, we like to see them come up to at least number 6, but I feel like they might stay at that number 9. Chicago, we'd love to see them move up, but that may be the best thing for them at number 10. So as far as the East, I believe the East is pretty much set with the top 10 teams in in that conference. So I don't really see much moving around in the East as we move forward to the fourth quarter of the season. In the West, you got Denver at number 1, Memphis at number 2, New Orleans at number 3, Sacramento number 4, which is like wow. Dallas at number 5, Clippers at number 6, which is like. Then you got Minnesota at number 7, Golden State at number 8. Like whoa, bro, come on, really? Then you got Portland at number 9. That's a success for them. Utah at number 10. That's a success for them. Phoenix, man, down at number 11. You like, what is going on? Okay, see at number 12, then the Lakers. Wow, man, at number 13. Like, really, man, get Bron some help, man. This is crazy. San Antonio at number 14, Houston at number 15. Ah, man, the West is kind of tricky, man, because you want to see some teams do well, but it's like it ain't gonna happen for them. Denver, I feel like they probably end up being number one as we finish the season out, but I feel like Memphis could be that number one team as well. New Orleans will be settled at number three. I don't see that top three budging too much. If anything, either one of them top three teams can move up to number one, but I see that top three as being settled. Dallas, Sacramento at number four, Dallas at number five, Clippers at number six. I can see the Clippers moving up to number four. It's just hard to fathom that with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, you can't be a top four team in the West. So I could see the Clippers moving up to number four. Somebody in LA got to do it. And I feel like if the Lakers can't get it together, the Clippers got to be at least be number four if you can't be number one. Um, Minnesota playing good right now. I see them settling. My Golden State Warriors, man, we trending in the right direction. I feel, you know how I feel about the Warriors. I feel like they was my early season preseason pick to win it all. I feel like it's gonna be a journey for them to win another ring if they settle in at that number 8, 7, 6 spot as we enter to the playoffs. I feel like for them, with the roster they got, they need to get up to number one or number three. It's gonna be hard, but they still got time. So I'm looking for the Warriors to keep moving up. I'm looking for them to keep trending up as we get closer to the NBA playoffs. Portland at number 9, like I say, I see them staying right there around at number 9, number 10. Utah, I could see them getting up out of there, man. And, Phoenix probably getting that last spot. You know, I want to see the Lakers get into that spot, but it don't look like the Lakers gonna get into the play-in. So, uh, nevertheless, if the Lakers don't get into the play-in, LeBron James should pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and be the all-time leading scorer in the NBA. So that's one thing good to look at. So let's go ahead and move on to quarter number 4, man. Like I say, I'm moving right along. I ain't gonna hold you too long. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, and if you didn't get it live, you know what I'm saying, check the playback out. Leave some comments, man, and let me know what you want to hear me discuss on GOAT Talk Live, man. I try to do this weekly, if not every day, at least weekly, you know what I'm saying, when I can, just to have a good conversation. So, quarter number 4, man. I say quarter number 4 to really kind of dig into the Lakers situation because I watch LeBron everywhere he go, man, and it's just dang, it's like crazy to see like this man keep getting into the same situation where he'll get a team, he'll have the pieces for about a year or two, and then after that it's just like he by himself got to carry somebody. But on all reality, nobody's out there by themselves because it take 5 players to be on the court. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna do them guys out like that. They professionals too, and I know they could hoop anywhere they go. But it's really, really tough to watch this man in year 20 uh, play the way he playing like we never seen it done in history. To play like he playing and be on a team that's not as good as they are, man. It's really, really hard to watch, man. You know, you want to see them guys win. Somebody like that, man, playing in year 20, man, you want to root for them, man. You want to see them get a ring. I want to see LeBron get another ring, man. Like, I wish he could get 7, you know what I'm saying, at least, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't even looking like that's going to happen unless if he stay with them. But let's just look at their situation, man. So I just want to ask you, do you think the Lakers are done, man? The Lakers are 19 and 24 right now. All right, they're 11 games back from the number 1 spot in the West. They lost to the Sixers last night by 1 point. And I just want to ask you, real life, like, are you okay with Russell Westbrook having the ball in the last seconds, clock winding down, clutch moment. You okay with Russell Westbrook having the ball ISO against Embiid, and you got LeBron James with 35 points on the opposite side of the floor, with Tobias Harris guarding him and cheating off of him. You know what I'm saying? You could have just swung that around and LeBron. I mean, I trust LeBron to make a three in clutch situations. But if you watch that play, that game, man, it's just kind of hard to watch. You know what I mean? Because it's like, dang, here we go. They finna get on Westbrook again. They finna go viral. They finna dog him. It's like that man keep getting in bad situations. But man, you want to see LeBron have the ball with that last seconds, man. That's what you really want to see. Uh, and he was just standing over there. I ain't see him, like go to the ball or anything like that. I don't know what the play was. I don't know if that was the play they draw it up. But you gotta have LeBron having a ball in his hand with the last seconds on the clock. Russell Westbrook had 20 points, good game, 2 turnovers. LeBron James had 35 with 1 turnover. We gotta have LeBron James with the ball in his hand when it's closing moments like that. That's King James, man. Put the ball in his hand, let him make a play. If somebody open, he'll get it to him. If ain't nobody open, he gonna take it, and it's a good chance he gonna make it. So I felt like that was a win they needed just for their mental, just for their confidence. But they couldn't come away with that win, so that was a tough loss, man. And now the Lakers are sitting at a 3-game losing streak. They 8-15 in the conference. They 1-7 in the division. They 10-10 at home, 9-14 on the road, 1-3 overtime, and they 6-4 in the last 10 games, which is over 500. So overall, they trending in the right direction, but we got to start getting some W's. And I just want to ask you, do you think it's over for the Lakers as far as like playoff hopes, play-in hopes? Do you think they're gonna make it, or do you think like, man, they should go ahead and start trying to rest these guys or something? I mean, it ain't looking too good for them. So real quickly, man, the Lakers have 5 guys up on the contract for next season, and those 5 guys are LeBron James, Anthony Davis, of course. They got them for 2 more seasons, including next season, and you looking at about 87 million on your cap space right there with them 2 guys. Then you got Damon Jones, you got Christie, you got Cole, you got Scottie Pippen Jr. And so far, looking like the Lakers will have 5 guys up on the contract next season for a total of $92,152,695. So they'll have a lot more wiggle room to get some pieces together. But when you look at what's available for them on a free agent market, and you're looking at the draft, it's really hard to put together a championship team uh, around LeBron and AD, because it's not no real big names that's available next season. So do you trade those guys and just start over from scratch, or do you do the best you can like they did this year and try to put together a team that's gonna compete? So I went and looked at some names, you know what I'm saying, just to throw it out there that they could possibly get in free agency to, not necessarily build a contender. I mean, if these guys play well and mesh, possibly so. But I just wanted to, throw some names out there to give us something to look at for the Lakers entering into the end of the season and the off season. So the Lakers got 1 pick that they own. Uh, they either got theirs or either they got it from New Orleans and New Orleans Pelicans in a swap. So that's 1 draft pick, and I feel like the Lakers need a big. They need somebody. They need a center or either a forward, because you got AD, but you need a real good center to help them. And if a center ain't available, you need somebody that can stretch the floor like a guard slash forward, somebody that can stretch the floor and shoot. So with that 1 pick, that's all they got is 1 pick, unless they make some trades. But with 1 pick, They could get anywhere from that 6 to that 10, that 10th spot to get a pick. So anywhere 6 to 10, you got Jarris Walker, you got Carson Wallace, uh, you got Isaiah Thompson. I don't know how to say his name. I hope I said it right. Then you got Anthony Black, and you got Brandon Miller. So those are just some guys to look at as you look towards the Lakers going into the offseason and looking at draft picks. So you look at those guys, do your research on them, man, and see what you think. See if any of them guys can really, really help the Lakers in their situation going forward. And then I just got some upcoming free agents names just to throw out there, you know what I'm saying, hypothetically, you know what I'm saying, we could possibly build this Laker team up and make them a contender again, because right now it ain't it. So we got Kimber out there. You got him out there. They've been talking to DeMarcus Cousins. Let's see if we can get him out there. You got Lou Will available. See if we get him out there. And Kimber can share that point guard spot. You got Avery Bradley. You know what I'm saying? He's a good defender. Let him play a little bit of guard, a little bit of two guard. Then you got Lance Stevenson out there. I like Lance. You know what I'm saying? Get him out there on the wing. You got Rodney Hood. He's a stretch four situation, stretch three. He's a forward. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much versatile. Use him in a small forward. You can use him in a power forward situation. You got Mo Harkless out there. You could do the same thing with him. And then you got somebody that can spread the floor as a shooter at LiAngelo Ball. I want to see him working with the Lakers as far as like a shooting guard or a small forward. He's still a good talent in the NBA that's NBA ready. You got Marcus Chris, get him in there to run some big man, some center for the Lakers. Then you got Dwight Howard, go get him. Let him be a center again. You know what I'm saying? He did good with the Lakers when he was with them. And then come on, man, let's get Taco Fall back in the league, man. Put him on the Lakers, man. So you got all those guys, man. It's a lot of guys available, but those are the names of the guys that I feel like can help the Lakers going into next season. It's a pretty older roster, you know what I'm saying? But with the young guys they got right now, and that draft pick, and maybe LiAngelo Ball, they got a good young core to kind of like develop under the leadership of LeBron James and their current coach. So that's what I think for the Lakers, man. I feel like I want them to make it to the play in, but it's looking real slim right now. Like we need to start thinking about what we're gonna do in the future, man. But that's gonna conclude it, man, for GOAT Talk on a day. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to all my channels on YouTube at Will Builder Stock, at Triumph League, at Eagle Eyes Watch, at WBD Ministries, man. We want to try to go up to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you to all the 100 plus subscribers on Will Builder Stock, all of the 100 plus subscribers on Triumph League. Hey, we started this from the bottom, so I really appreciate y'all for liking and subscribing to this content. It's really encouraging, and it helps me to continue to make good content for the community. So like I say, if you did like GOAT Talk Live this episode today, please subscribe, follow me on all social media outlets where you see the Will Builder Stock Triumph League name, or you see my face. I appreciate y'all, man. Until the next time, man, y'all be easy. Enjoy this day, man. You make history every day you wake up. Let's get it.